What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rich the Husband, and it is another edition of City Block. Today we want to talk about what does it really mean to follow Jesus. You know, as I just peer into the culture and I just talk to different people in the church and outside the church, I find that we have varying definitions on what it means to be a follower of Jesus. Specifically, what does it mean in terms of what we have to give up, especially what do we have to change in our worldview in order to really be a real disciple of Jesus. And I think the story of the rich young ruler in Matthew chapter 19 does a really good job of giving us a peek into what does it really mean to be a follower of Jesus. So if you turn to Matthew chapter 19, verses 16 to 22, you will see that this story really gives this picture of what does it mean to follow Christ. It starts in verse 16 saying, "Just then someone came up and asked him, 'Teacher, what good must I do to have eternal life?' 'Why do you ask me about what is good?' he said to him. 'There's only one who is good. If you want to enter into life, keep the commandments.' 'Which ones?' he asked him. Jesus says, 'Do not murder, don't commit adultery, don't steal, don't bear false witness, honor your father and mother, love your neighbor as yourself.' And he says, 'Well, I've kept all these.' The young man says, 'What do I still lack?' And Jesus says, 'Well, if you want to be complete, go sell your belongings, give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven. Then come follow me.' When the young man heard that, he went away grieving because he had many possessions." So the first thing I want to talk through that is that we have somebody here, a rich young ruler, and we see already that he is somebody who is not foreign to these concepts of faith, these concepts of keeping these commandments, these principles. Yet, he is still not fully a follower of Jesus. And many times we see this in the culture. Many times people see Jesus as something to add, something to be in addition to their life. Many times I hear the phrase, "Man, I just need to get some more Jesus in my life." And what we see in this story is that Jesus is not interested in being the cherry on top of the sundae. He is interested in being the whole sundae of this person's life. And he is saying, look, your possessions are actually an idol that's keeping you from being my follower. And only until you remove those will you be able to actually call yourself a follower of Christ. The second thing I want you guys to really get from this is when you encounter Jesus, he doesn't encounter you in a way that's general. He will always give you a personal encounter. The rich young ruler walks away from this situation grieved. Now, why would he walk away grieved? He is already following many of these spiritual principles. It is because Jesus spoke right to his identity. Think about it. The story is called the story of the rich young ruler. And he told him, guess what? That first part of your identity, I want you to lose it. I want you to sell everything that you have. You will no longer be the rich young ruler. You'll just be young. And because he spoke to that identity, it really grieved him because he thought it was going to be Jesus but it's never Jesus it's always Christ alone. And so when we are looking to be followers of Jesus, we must know that we are building our foundation. Everything, the whole building is him. We're not offering up a bedroom for Jesus. We're not giving him the kitchen. He is trying to knock down the whole house and come in there. He is not interested in sharing space with the idols that we have in our heart. To truly be a follower of Christ, we must demolish everything. Give him it. He has it all. It is not something that we add to our life. It is something that becomes our life. So, guys, I just implore you, please look in your hearts for the places that you have not surrendered to Jesus, because these are the things that are preventing you from having an awesome life of being a follower of Jesus. So, guys, I hope that was a blessing to you. It's been your boy, Rich the Husband, City Block. Peace.